All right, today we're cracking open a book that honestly feels less like a story and more like a secret, one that's whispered in a foggy alley. We are diving deep into what many call a modern classic, Carlos Ruiz Zafón's The Shadow of the Wind. So, to really get this book, you first have to feel its atmosphere. Just picture it, a city that's still raw from war, where the streets are literally wrapped in fog and sadness. This isn't just a setting, it's a living, breathing character, and it's haunted by its own past. That's the Barcelona we're about to step into. So, where does a story like this even begin? Well, not in some ordinary place, that's for sure. It starts in a sanctuary, cloaked in mystery, a place built to protect the souls of forgotten stories. The core idea here is just pure magic. I mean, imagine this, a huge hidden library, this whole labyrinth where books that have been lost or forgotten are kept safe. They're just waiting there for a new reader to find them and keep their memory alive. It's basically a paradise for book lovers and the perfect haunting start for a Gothic mystery. And it's right here, inside this incredible place, where a single choice is about to kick the entire story into gear. We're about to meet a young boy who finds a book that will absolutely change his life forever. So here's how it goes down. The setup is actually beautiful and simple. Daniel's father brings him to this sacred place and tells him about the tradition. He gets to choose just one book, adopt it, and promise to protect it for the rest of his life. And out of thousands and thousands of books, his hand just happens to fall on a novel by an author nobody's ever heard of, Julian Carax. And that one simple act, well, that's what ignites everything. And this is where the novel completely shifts gears. It goes from being this lovely story about the love of books to a full-blown literary thriller. Daniel's discovery yanks him into a dangerous, decades-old mystery, all about the author, Julian Carax. This is the moment that sends a chill down your spine. Daniel gets so obsessed with this book that he tries to find other stuff Carax wrote, but what he finds instead is this terrifying truth. There's a shadowy figure out there hunting down and burning every single copy of Carax's books, trying to completely erase him from history. And right away, that raises the first huge question, pulling you into the mystery right alongside Daniel. What secret could possibly be hiding in these pages that would be worth killing over? Which, of course, leads you directly to the next question. Who is this phantom-like character? This man who seems like he stepped right out of one of Carax's own novels, and who is so hell-bent on this path of destruction. And finally, the question that's maybe the most haunting of all, the one that really drives Daniel's obsession. The author, Julian Carax, seems to have just vanished. His life is this huge puzzle, and Daniel starts to see these terrifying parallels between Carax's life story and his own. So, to answer all these questions, we really have to immerse ourselves in the world Zafón builds. And it's a world where the setting is alive and the characters are all woven into this rich Gothic tapestry. Let's talk about Barcelona for a second. In this book, it's not just some backdrop. The city is eerie, it's romantic, and its winding streets and hidden squares hold just as many secrets as the people do. It's a post-war city, full of scars, which is the perfect mirror for the emotional scars of all the characters living in it. And it's Zafón's writing that really makes this world breathe. His style is so lush, so cinematic. You can practically feel the damp cobblestones under your feet and smell the old paper. He just seamlessly blends this Gothic mystery with a sweeping romance and real tragedy, creating a story that feels both timeless and totally unique. Okay, so let's meet the key players in this drama. At the center of it all, you've got Daniel, our innocent guide into this really dark world. He's joined by Fermín Romero de Torres, who is this witty, tragic, and absolutely unforgettable sidekick. He provides so much of the story's heart and humor. And then, of course, there's the ghost at the center of it all, Julian Carax, the mysterious author whose life becomes a dangerous obsession. So, with this masterful plot, an unforgettable setting, and these deeply drawn characters, does the novel really pull it off? Does it succeed? Let's take a look at the final analysis. When you really put it all on the scales, the strengths are just overwhelming. It's a masterclass in blending genres, creating this deep emotional connection, and crafting characters you'll never forget. Now, sure, some people might say it drifts into melodrama here and there, or that the middle can feel a bit dense, But honestly, those are pretty minor critiques for what is otherwise a powerful and totally immersive experience. So when you weigh it all, you land here, a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, that is a huge statement. It's about as close to perfect as you can get, and it really says something about the quality and the impact of this novel. So yeah, ultimately, the verdict is crystal clear. This isn't just a great book to read, it's a book that has truly earned its spot as a modern classic. It's one of those stories that just stays with you, a world you want to get lost in again and again. Which kind of leaves us with one final thought, one inspired by the Cemetery of Forgotten Books itself. The whole novel is this beautiful reminder that there are countless stories out there, just waiting for the right person to discover them. So the real question is, what forgotten story is waiting for you?